What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Nikki's Corner, where we will unplug all things lifehood, wifehood, and motherhood. So let's get right into the conversation. As you already tell by the title, we are going to be talking about how to reinvent yourself for this 2024 year and onward. However, this is going to be a mom version. So I've been seeing a lot of versions online where people are talking about, how to do it for your personal self and how to, dress better and look better and all those things. And yes, all of those things count, but I'm going to be speaking to the mommies today and what we can do to basically get ourselves ready and prepared and take off on a good rhythm so that we'll feel more successful this year. So I have a couple of tips. I actually have a ton of tips, but I'm only going to pick out a couple of those tips and talk about them today. So the first one I have here today is embrace self-reflection. So taking time to reflect on your goals, your dreams, your aspirations, all the things that you want to do in life. And I know sometimes as moms, life is so busy because you're literally taking care of the well-being of a whole other human. In addition to yourself, you have other little people to actually take care of until they're at least 18. You know what I mean? And so that in itself takes out so much out of you, so much energy out of you that you in turn lose the ability or lose the desire to dream. You know what I mean? But this year, 2024, I want us moms to be able to dream again so that we can live again, finding ourselves, finding the things that we love, going after those dreams, those goals that we once had so that, we can feel good, we can feel alive. You know what I mean? And one thing that I do and I've been doing for a really long time is journaling. I love journaling. That's really how I get my thoughts out. That's really how I, get the time to brainstorm and think about the things that I actually did in a day, things I liked about my day, things that I didn't like about my day. And just kind of help me find that peace and clarity. Once everything is written out on paper, it's easier for me to kind of see that and just be able to meditate on those things until I figure out how to go ahead and achieve the things that I wrote down in that book. And so journaling is one thing, meditating is one thing, and even just sitting down and just being quiet and letting your brain think. Another thing that is important for us to do is finding the time to prioritize ourselves. And I know I say that and people are like, well, it's hard. I'm doing so many things and I don't know how to do it. There's no time in the day for me to do that. And that's all very much true because I feel that same way too. However, it's important that we do find that time to prioritize ourselves, find that time for that me time where you can be with yourself and dedicate that time to just making yourself look better. When you look better, you feel better. When you eat better, you feel better. So just even if it's taking a mommy makeover day where you go and you get your nails done, you get your hair did, you go get a massage, whatever it is, just taking that time to be with you. Even if it's just sitting on the couch and having some Netflix and chill by yourself. That is actually something I thoroughly enjoy doing. Just literally sitting on the couch watching mindless TV. That is the best date night for me on my own, just being on the couch doing nothing. Of course, it doesn't happen often because you have these little people that you're taking care of. And if you're a wife, you're also with your husband and you have to engage in that part of the relationship as well. But taking time to prioritize that me time is so, so, so important, even for your mental health. Because I know sometimes we get so clouded with all of the things that we have to do in order to take care of these children that again, you get lost in the sauce and you become a robot just doing these things and not really taking the time to take care of yourself. And then you find when you get sick, you still have to take care of yourself as well as taking care of the kids. You have a headache, you still have to take care of yourself, but take care of the kids too. You know what I mean? So you're doing so many things. Your body just needs to relax. You need to relax and do nothing. So for your mental health and for your wellness and just happiness, find that time to do something that makes you feel good, that makes you feel like yourself, that just makes you feel relaxed because you deserve it. At the end of the day, you're only human. There's only so much you can do. That has to be one of them. Prioritizing me time. Another thing that we need to do in this 2024 season, did I say that right? 2024 season, yes, is delegate and communicate. So I know moms, we always try to feel like we're the superhero and we could do everything and we should do everything on our own and nobody will do it the way we want it to look. And so it's better if we just do it ourselves. But let's cut that out. If you got help, get the help. Delegate and communicate. Ask for help. If you have a spouse, ask your spouse for help. If you have siblings in the area, ask them for help. Somebody that you can lean on, get them to help you with whatever the task it is. Don't go through total burnout feeling like you have to run the race by yourself, because you don't have to do it by yourself if you have somebody there. You know what I mean? And so being able to just communicate, hey, I'm in a situation right now, or I'm feeling tired. I simply can't do it right now, and have that communication with somebody so that they can step in and you can have a chance to just be like, okay, I can relax and then jump back into it. Being able to delegate and communicate is very important. All right, so number 4 is invest in personal development. Okay, and what that means is seek out opportunities for personal growth, such as attending workshops, taking online courses, or reading self-help books. Those sorts of things are the things that are pretty much going to propel us in the direction that we want to go in. And so, like I said, sometimes we get lost in the sauce and we lose out on those dreams and those visions that we once had for ourselves. But at the end of the day, those are the things that make us us. Those are the things that make us happy. And so going after those things and investing in our personal development is really what's going to help us get to the next level. I know sometimes it could be simply as you reading a book and filling your head with that knowledge and that information that you need to help you get to the next level. I know some people get information on TikTok. Some people get information just by speaking to people. Some people go to workshops. Some people buy online courses. Whatever it is, invest in those things that'll help you get to the next level. I know sometimes we want to be entrepreneurs and then we become mompreneurs, you know what I mean? And so we want to not just be labeled as a mother. Often we want to be seen more than that. And so sometimes you could be fearful of even just taking that step. But if you buy these things that will help develop you and get you into that rhythm and get you, acquainted with how it is and how it should look and how you should go about doing a thing, this will make you feel much better to take that step. And so investing in your personal development is something that will really, really shape you and help you get to the next level. And you'll love yourself for it. You'll feel so much better. So like I said, me reading this book, Woman Evolve, I'm hoping that I'll find some gems in here that'll help prepare my mind, stir up something in my soul to get me ready for the next level that I'm in pursuit of attaining and in pursuit of finding. And I think I will. I've heard a lot of good commentary about it, and so I'm going to get into it. And again, I will keep you guys posted on my progress with this book. But yes, get yourself invested in some personal development, because that's the thing that's going to help you propel to the next level. Another thing is to practice self-compassion. And when I say that, I mean being truly gentle with yourself. And that is something that I'm still just learning, literally just learning. It's not new to me, like in hearing it, but it's something that I'm just learning how to do, being able to celebrate my achievements. I don't know if I've said it before, but I always feel like I put myself in this box so that nobody really has expectations of me, or if I don't hit a certain thing, well, nobody was expecting it to go that way. So if I fail a thing, well, at least I wasn't expecting myself to do any better. I put myself in this place where I can't be hurt, or I can't be, I don't know if you understand what I'm trying to say, but I always put myself in this place where if people compliment me, I'm also just like, oh, thanks. I don't know how to receive that. I do that thing and I want to stop, because why am I doing that? Somebody compliments me and says that, hey, Nikki, you're pretty. I should say, thank you. You're very beautiful yourself. Or thank you so much for that. That's literally all I need to do. But I always find myself saying, oh my gosh, why would you say that about me? Or oh no, I don't know how to take that. Or, oh my gosh, that's too much for me right now. Or no, I don't. I say that a lot too. No, I don't. You look good. Oh my gosh, I didn't. I always go into that negative self-talk thing. Or if people say, Nikki, you did your own hair. I'd be like, yeah, I did my own hair. I always do my own hair. They'd be like, oh my gosh, you're so good. I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm just trying. You know what I mean? And I'm always falling in that level of just negative talk around myself. And I'm not trying. I'm literally stopping that this year. I have already stopped it. I actually was at a concert a couple nights ago, and I bumped into a couple people, and they're like, oh my gosh, your makeup looks so good. Like, you did so well. And in my head, immediately, I was going to say absolutely. And actually, I think I did say it, and I immediately pulled back. And they were looking at me, and I explained this whole thing to them. I said, I need to stop being that person this year. Like, I don't want to be that. Even if I feel like that in my head, I don't want to speak that out into the atmosphere. Like, I don't want to give life to that negativity, because if that's what I'm giving out, that's what I'm going to continue to receive, kind of, you know what I mean? And so I want to be able to receive compliments. I want to be able to give compliments. I was even talking to Dee the other day, and I said, I find that I don't often... All right, guys, so I've been talking for a minute now, and I need to know if you guys have been finding any value in anything that I've been saying for the last 10 minutes. So I need you to jump in that comment section below and let me know what it is you're finding value in, what it is you've learned so far, what it is you like and don't like. And please, please, please jump in those comments, because your girl is new to this. And if you guys don't engage with me, I'm going to feel bad, and I'm going to be in my feelings, and I'm not going to show up. Okay, I'm going to show up regardless. However, I still need you guys to show me some love. So jump in the comment section right now and then get back into the video. Let's go. So when people say, hey, Nikki, you're so beautiful online or something, I'd write back, thank you, or just like keep it very generic. But I want to unlock this emotional part of me so people know that I'm not a robot. Like, I'm actually a real person. I'm just very nonchalant. So I've recently started writing back like, hey love, thank you so much, or thank you so much, beautiful, or you're so gorgeous. And I've started to open up that like new portal of myself where I'm just vulnerable, and I'm okay with letting people be nice to me, and I'm okay being nice to people because that's genuinely who I am. I think it all started out with me being super shy. And I just carried that like shy thing with me my whole life because I use it as a guard. So like if somebody says something to me, oh my God, I'm so shy, I don't know how to receive it. So they now can unmask the situation however they want to because they know now I'm shy. But honestly, I don't think I'm shy anymore. I don't honestly believe that I'm shy anymore. I think if I use it, it's just a mechanism. And so if you guys hear me using the word shy, yes, I can get timid to speak publicly or do something. Yes, I will be scared to do those sorts of things. But if you guys hear me using the word shy, please nip it immediately. I'm canceling that word out of my life this 2024. I'm canceling the word fear out of my life this 2024. And I want to speak only positively to myself. Like I'm done with that whole, no, you're more beautiful. Not even to say you're more beautiful than me, but no, I'm not beautiful. Like, oh my gosh, you are, you know what I mean? No. When you compliment me, I want to be like, thank you, so are you, okay? So that is my goal, to just receive the kindness that you guys pour into me and be able to dish it back out, okay? So that is a challenge for myself. And when I say this for me, I'm also speaking to all the mothers out there. Be patient with yourself, be kind with yourself, and speak positively to yourself. You're doing a great job. Mothering is not easy. It is actually not in the least easy. I don't even know who would say it was easy, but you're doing a great job. You're doing the best that you can. And so celebrate those achievements, the small ones, the big ones, and just know that your mistakes are okay. It's okay to make mistakes. It's okay for us to make mistakes because nobody wrote a rule book for this. Nobody walked us step by step on what exactly would happen. Nobody did that. You know what I mean? And so we're learning as they're learning. So when one child gets sick and you did something for that to work, for your child to feel better, you know when you have your next child, try that remedy. Now you've learned something and you can now share that with somebody else. You know what I mean? So it's just a learning process. We're all going through it, but learn to practice self-compassion. Alrighty, so another thing that I have for you guys, I don't even know what number I'm at right now, but another thing on my list is finding your tribe. And when I say finding your tribe, I mean finding a group or a set of people, even one or two, that you can actually call friend, you can call sister, you can call, my ride or die. Just people who will lift you up when you need to be lifted up, people who you can talk to, people you can vent to, people who will go out to lunch with you, people who will just literally be there for you when you're in a situation that you need to be cared for. I know a lot of us, not a lot of us, but I know a lot of women are single mothers, and sometimes they're on this journey alone. Luckily for me, I am married, and so I have the support of my husband. But for those who do not have that kind of support, find a tribe, find people, whether it be on social media, whether it be in group meetups at local, I don't know, community centers, wherever it is. Facebook, I know they have a lot of those group things. Get into one of them and find your tribe, because you will need them. For me, I know I haven't always been good at making friends, but I always have friends. I always have people around who want to be there for me and want to help me and want to just, you know, be in my life and hang out and go out. And I'm not big on that. I'm like literally a homebody, but literally 2023, I think I met the most people in like the span of 8 months that I met in like a year, if any year, my entire life, which is really crazy. And surprisingly, I met a lot of women. And I know women are like kind of, you know, sometimes we get together and we're all catty, but like I never met one of those kinds of women in this like past 2023. Mad. Like you get, I guess it was through social media where like a lot of people, because we post online so much, they feel like they know me. And so when they see me in person, sometimes I'm taken aback because I'm like, why are you staring at me like that? But it always pops in my head like, oh my gosh, maybe they know you from like your videos and they want to like say hi to you. And so I've been literally working on this since last year to just be like, say hi. Like, it's okay to say hi. It's okay to be the first person to say hi. It's okay to reach in for a hug, gauge it, of course, because not all people are huggers. I wasn't always a hugger, but it's okay to say hi. It's okay to hug them. It's okay to shake their hand. It's okay to say, what's your name again? It's okay to do all of those things. And so I was surprised at myself that I was able to meet so many lovely ladies last year. And honestly, I think I'm going to develop a lot of new friendships, and I'm kind of excited about that. I never really, you know, been big on like making friends and all of that stuff, but now that I've kind of tasted it, I kind of like it. So I'm gonna let you guys know how I keep up with those friendships, but yeah, I'm excited about that. So I'm gonna celebrate my wins, and I'm gonna continue to work on building my tribe, because everybody needs a tribe. Everybody needs a sisterhood. Everybody needs somebody. You know what I mean? So yeah. And the last point that I have for you guys today is embracing your imperfections. And this is a big one for me, because a lot of the things that I mentioned before, but also because I guess it's not only me, like it's a big thing, being able to embrace the things that we don't necessarily love about ourselves. So I need us as moms just to remember you're literally doing the best that you can. And because you're doing the best that you can, things may not always go as planned. They might not always go the way that you want it to go. But if you're able to just look at the situation and embrace the messiness of motherhood, give yourself grace. You will feel a lot better about your day to day. Your children won't know that there has been hiccups in the day. They'll be fine. Just be able to embrace what it is that you are doing and know that you're doing the best that you can. I, a lot of the times, am hard on myself because I feel like I'm failing the kids in some way. Like, we went to a birthday party the other day and I'm always on top of it. Like, I'm always making sure that they have their cupcakes so that they can eat it with the other kids. I make sure that they have their food so they can eat it. I make sure that they just have everything that they need to feel a part of the excitement that's going on. And this last party we went to, we didn't make a cake for them. We didn't make pizza for them. Mind you, I went to the store and I tried to find the pizza dough, but it's literally at one store, and that store was closed down because they were having a power outage. And so immediately I just felt so guilty. I felt like I had let her down, like I had let Melody and Harmony down, because I'm like, I can't give them the experience that I want them to have, that I know they're expecting of me to have, right? And so, why am I getting worked up? So anyways, Dean went to McDonald's and he bought them fries, and they ate the fries. They didn't have a problem. They sat there while everybody was eating their pizza and they ate the fries. And still I was still feeling a little guilty, because I'm just like, I mean, I want her to feel a part. I don't want her to even feel slightly anything different from all the other kids, but she was fine. She didn't make us think about it at all. Harmony ate it. She went about her business. But then when it came time to cutting the cake, they sang happy birthday, and Melody is a cake maniac. Like, she loves herself a good treat. And so we knew that it would have been a thing. And so Dean and I are looking at each other and we're like, it's getting to that time where they're going to, start serving the cake. Let's make sure we get her out of the scene so that she doesn't have to build up emotions around it. And so I found that we were trying to protect her still, even in that moment where she wasn't even asking to be protected. It was kind of like she was aware of what it is and aware of what she has, and she was okay with it. Even still, as soon as they finished singing happy birthday, I aborted the mission, took her and her cousin out, and we went back to go jump on that trampoline in the big room. And so she didn't know anything about the cake was happening. But I need to have grace on myself and just be able to know that we're doing the best that we can, that I'm doing the best that I can, that I'm not going to be able to control everything at all. But at least if I try, I can feel slightly better about my day. You know what I mean? And so just being able to embrace all of that. I may not look the way that I want to look. I may not feel the way I want to feel, but as long as I'm doing little things to help me get there and embracing the things that I have and cannot change, life will be a lot easier and run a lot smoother. And so these points have been really, really encouraging to me to just kind of help shape me and better my mindset for 2024. As a mom, there are tons and tons and tons of other things that we can do and incorporate, even setting a routine, a daily routine to just kind of to alleviate some of the stress and the mess of the day. If you are following a schedule, I'm still trying to get into that. It's not easy. It's not easy, but I'm trying to get into it because I know that'll be something that'll help. Even if it's doing online grocery pickup, that helps a milli. We started that last year and it's amazing. But just incorporating different things into your life as a mother, that'll help you do your job better and feel better and be less stressed and burnt out. So let's get rid of all that burnout. Let's lean on people, let's embrace ourselves, and let's do all of the great things that we know we can do to make sure that we are the best versions of ourselves moving forward. You got this. I got this. Now let's jump into 2024. We're already in 2024, but let's continue 2024 and beyond being the best versions of ourselves. Love y'all. See you next time.